Hi, this is Pernille from EventBiz. In this guide, I'll show you how you can use sub-registrations together with your app. Sub-registrations can be a form of after registration. If you already did your main registration a few months before, then maybe a few additional questions has popped up. It could be logistical questions. Do they need pickup in the airport? It could be if they're participating in the evening dinner, or maybe at the time when they signed up you just didn't have the program ready, but now you would like them to select the workshops from your program that they would like to attend. So sub-registrations can just be logistical questions or anything else, but they can also be related to the program. Okay, so what you need to do is you go to modules, you go to sub-registrations and sub-registration listing. Okay. If you want to create questions that are related to your program sessions, then you just need to check here in settings first. And then you need to make sure that this one that says link sub-registration to program sessions, that this one is activated. Then you can create a link between the sessions and the sub-registrations. The advantage to do this is a way to put the program directly in the attendees My Program folder. So when you do this linking, there's mainly two purposes: to place it under the attendees folder My Program, but also if you want to put a limited amount of space or tickets on the session. For example, if you don't have more space in the room than to 50 attendees, then on the program session you can enter 50 tickets, and then when you link the question, then the system would automatically shut down the access to this workshop once it's fully signed. So that could be the two reasons to link it. Another one that's important when you're here is if the attendee can change their answers afterwards. If you want to allow them to change the answers in the app, then you activate this one. If it's deactivated, they'll just be able to see what they answered, but they cannot change the answer. Okay? You click save if you've done any changes. Okay, so I go back to sub-registrations and sub-registration listing. And then I say add. If I want to make a link to the program, then I click here and then I post my question. Which workshop would you attend? Then I say select question type. So if I want to place some options where they can only choose one of them, then I would say select one answer. If they could choose both one or two workshops, then I would say multiple answers. If you're posing a question that's more open and is more like a response, then you choose this one. It would just be a comment field. In this case, I would only want them to choose one workshop, so I click one answer. Then it opens up in double here, and you can select from your program sessions. So I select my first workshop here to tell the system that this one is linked to this one. So I just need to write it here. Because this one is what the attendees will see. This is just the message to the system. Then I can say click to add option. I could choose my other workshop. So this way you can keep adding if you have several workshops running at the same time, by example. If you want to make it a required question to respond to, you click here. Then you say save. Okay, so this was for the workshops. But you could also have questions that are not related to the program. So you just say add question, and then this time I won't link it. So I would just say, will you dinner? Will you join the evening dinner? Question type, again, only one answer. I would just say yes. Click to add option. No. Again, this is the required question. I click save. Then I have a last question, the very open one. So if I'm hosting an evening dinner, maybe it would be nice for me to know if there's any allergies or food requirements I need to be notified about, so I can prepare. So I'll make a more open question here. this. Do you have any allergies we should know about? I don't want to post all the allergies that could be, because there are potentially a lot of different things. So this one I would just want to keep it open, and I would say type a response. This one I definitely don't want to make required, because you don't want to have too many food concerns to handle. So I say save. Alright, so basically you just keep adding all the questions that you want and put them on the list. Okay, so now you need to contact maybe your attendees in order to have them to log on to the app so they can be prompted these questions. Okay, it would look something like this. I go to app preview. I'll try to log out here, and then I log in. And here we go. So next time your attendees log in, it would look something like this. So which workshop do you want to attend? Email marketing. Join the evening dinner. Yes, please. Do you have any allergies we should know about? No gluten, by example. Okay? Alright. So you click send. Perfect. You as an organizer, you have the access to all the incoming replies under the modules. You go to modules, sub-registrations, sub-registration listing. You click on tools, and you can say download results. Then you would have an Excel file here with all the questions that I chose here. Okay? If you have an attendee who wishes to change their mind and you haven't allowed them to do it themselves, you can also edit the answers here. Then you would just go here, you would say edit results, you find the relevant person, you click on edit results, and then you will always be able to change the answers for the attendee. You just click update and then it's done. Okay? If the attendee wants to change the answer themselves, you go through the app, click on app preview. If you're working with the native app, it works the same way. The layout of the app is of course differently, and the place where the sub-registrations is as well. There are two places where you can get to your sub-registrations. Either you click here on my registrations, you scroll down and you see here sub-registrations, and you can see what you answered here, and it's allowed here to change your mind. So now I'm going to choose the future of CEO instead, and I say send. Okay, if I go to the main page here, I'm also allowed to see the sub-registrations from here if I click on settings and I go to sub-registrations. So two places to see your sub-registrations. If you want to change the label of sub-registrations, then you have two places to do it. The one here under my registration, you go to modules, settings, and then you say sections and customize my settings. This place you have one of them you can change here, sub-registrations. That could be workshops. Save. And the other one you have just above, customize app modules, as you know it with all your other modules. You correct it here. And save. So if we go back to app preview, it should have hopefully changed. So my registrations, workshops. I go back, click on the settings, and workshops. Okay? One more thing here, I told you that you could see my choice of workshops in my program, so let's just have a look here. In my program, I have the future of SEO. So this is also a very easy way of your attendees to build up the program when you have it ready in your event center. One last thing is, if you go back to modules here and you scroll down, now it's called workshops, you see, and I click here on the settings for the sub-registrations, there's also one that says here, sub-registration answer update to organizers. So by example, if you allow people to change their answers, then you can be notified here by activating this one. Then you as an organizer will receive an email on this email that you used in the beginning when you created your event. The event support email will be notified when somebody makes a change. This is just like a heads up, so you're prepared. But what you can always do is go to modules and you go to sub-registrations, and then you just say tools and download, and you would be able to see a timestamp as well, so you can see what time people have changed their mind, by example. You also have this one that's called unanswered. So this is a way for you to control, if you send out an email asking people to log on in order to answer some questions, then you can always see here who hasn't answered the questions. So if you want to send out a reminder to all the people who still haven't logged on and replied, then you can do this here from tools, send reminder with email, and then you would send them an email reminder saying please log on to the app so you can answer the questions. The email reminder, you find this one in templates, and then you have reminders and subreg reminder. So this is the email you can send out to your attendees. So of course make sure that it's all nice and rewritten before you send it out. Always remember to end by safe. That was all for now. Thank you for watching.